Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Let's look at some pencils today. And I have reviewed any number of natural wood pencils on this channel, and I like them. I think they're beautiful. I just love the look of natural wood. And so whenever I come across a natural pencil that I don't have, I'm always intrigued by it. So let's see what we have here. This is an offering from the J.R. Moon Pencil Company, which is based in Tennessee. They make a number of pencils, including, I think they make the Wright Brothers USA Gold, USA Platinum line of pencils, among others. And so they have this, although this is branded Moon. Most of their pencils are not. They famously make the Tri-Rex pencil in its different variations, and which I've reviewed on this channel. This one is just a bare wood pencil, and that's just what it's called, bare wood. Moon. Get a little closer look here at the label. There are 36 pencils in this pack, and it's just a bag. And it's premium number 2 HB pencils made from unpainted natural cedar wood. Moon Bare Wood is an earth-friendly pencil with a high-quality graphite core made in the USA. That's it. There's some stuff on the back about the bag. And we will open to find two bags sort of packaged here together, and looks like they're sealed maybe here at the top, and wow, they're really sealed. Okay. All right, well, can figure this out. We'll get a pencil out of here. Here we go. All right. So, the Moon Bare Wood Cedar Pencil. Let's take a look. Has a sort of not a bright gold, but a goldish tone ferrule to it, a pink eraser. And it is bare wood. There does not appear to be any varnish or clear lacquer or anything on this pencil at all, just strictly the wood. It does sort of have that cedarish tone to it. They do have the smell. I can smell the cedar. And it's not super fragrant, but it's there. Here is a top down. Let's look at the bag, see how these are overall presented. Yeah, they look all fairly on center, I would say. There's some smudging on the cuts from the graphite core, but let's get a sharpener here, and just because this is a cedar pencil, I really love to let me use a blade sharpener to kind of get at it here. And of course I'm making a total mess. Let's see. The sharpener's, I think, on its last leg, but there we go. nice. I'm going to get some paper and we will try out this Moon Pencil Company Bare Wood Cedar number 2 HB pencil made in the USA. Okay, so impressions, really overall a kind of a nice pencil, and here's why. It really has a really nice dark tone. I like the line that this graphite puts down on the page, and here you can see it. It's slightly darker than, say, a Ticonderoga number 2. And, however, I wouldn't necessarily say, you could probably hear it, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a quiet pencil. It has a little scratch to it, but not in a bad way. But it does give a little resistance, at least on this paper, using a Rhodia pad here. So I've got some French paper, but a nice stock. I really like this paper, but I find that the pencil performs nicely on it. Okay, let's try a couple things here. And we do have a little bit of a smudge drag. Not surprising for a core like this. There is an attached eraser on this pencil, so let's try it. It's okay. Not great. I've had worse attached erasers than this, but there are certainly better ones. But let's see how some of our standard block erasers do with this graphite. Here's a Pentel. Oh. And somebody reminded me, rightfully, that really these attached erasers, well, many of them are not good quality, are designed really for correcting small little errors, like erasing a letter in a word, or perhaps a punctuation mark, something akin to that. And so not necessarily, big jobs. That's why they're so small at the end of the pencil. They're just meant to take away, something like this. And that's true. But I still feel that even though they are meant for small erasing tasks, so many of them could do a better job than they do. But if we look across here at the erasers that I just tried, I think overall most of them do a good, adequate job of lifting the graphite. So I think it's got a solid B in terms of erasability, providing you've got, a decent block eraser. I thought maybe I would get a Tri-Rex here. This is a standard sized made in the USA Moon Products Tri-Rex B46-2. Now, of course, the Tri-Rex has this sort of triangular, it's a quite an unusual design. It's not three-sided, but it has three large sides. And but I really wanted to just do a side-by-side here of the core. Because seemingly these come out of the same factory. How do they look side by side? I think this Tri-Rex is supposed to be a number 2. It's a B46-2, and I think that indicates the core strength. But I think even the camera can detect that the Tri-Rex is slightly darker, and I would say in using it, it's also softer. And it's quieter as well. But a nice pencil, which I've reviewed. But the bare wood is nice. I like it. And I love, again, the natural wood here. I love just the variations, seeing the wood grain. Now, because this is an unvarnished pencil, there's nothing to separate the oils from my skin, kind of getting soaked into the wood a little bit. So, not a problem if I'm using this pencil consistently and sharpening and sharpening and sharpening, but over time, we may have some discoloration from that. That often happens with unvarnished pencils. But there it is. The bare wood premium number 2 HB pencils by Moon. So, Bear in the Woods. There's their logo. So, anyways, thank you for spending some time with me as I take a look at this pencil. Please subscribe if you are so inclined and like what I do here. Stay well, and I'll see you again real soon here on Always Analog.